Howdy.
Hi, I'm Shay Lisi. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be test riding the Sportster 975 versus the Triumph Speed 400. These motorcycles are going to be the cheapest option for a brand new motorcycle on the showroom floor. I don't feel like they're very similar at all. Between the motor, shocks, exhaust, the chain, the belt, there's not much to compare, but that's just by looking at them. Let's see how they feel. I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but wash the lining of your helmet, please. Because I know if mine's stinky, y'all's are stinky too. Babies first. It's like looking at a long lost love, but then happy it's with someone else, you know? You know? This shit's so sick! At least I can reach the kickstand on this one. And off we go! I wanted to try the Triumph first because it was the lower CC, and I felt like it's the right thing to do since I started out on a single cylinder. I was motorcycle only on a single cylinder Suzuki Boulevard for 6 years. So I think if anyone's gonna be a good judge of a single cylinder bike, it's me. I've spent so long being afraid of motorcycles with dual engines, and I'll tell you, getting over that fear was one of the best things to ever happen to me. It has opened up my world to so many different kinds of bikes and so many different riding experiences that I couldn't have had before if I was still on that Suzuki Boulevard. I think it's really important that everybody starts on the motorcycle that they're comfortable with. Pick something that's gonna fit right, feel right, and challenge you in a safe way. Now, do I think the Triumph Speed 400 is a good first motorcycle purchase? I don't think it would be right for me to recommend that you go buy a 2024 as your first motorcycle. Considering how much I dropped my first motorcycle, I'm gonna recommend you buy something a little bit cheaper. But hey, that's between you and God. This is the cheapest 2024 motorcycle on the floor from Triumph. It's not about the size of the boat. It's not about how you feel with the motion of the ocean. It's a secret third thing. It's about if the captain stays in port long enough that all the sailors get to get off. Now let's just see if the Triumph gets me off. A butterfly. Hello. Hello. 2 honks. I can say this motorcycle is probably made for somebody who's built a little bit different than me, because I'm built different, but like in the Boeing kind of way. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm a little too short for this bike, but that's never really stopped me before. Even though it's only a 400, this bike actually goes surprisingly fast and handles really well. The shocks are gonna make for a stiffer riding experience than the Harley. Personally, I've always been kind of a cruiser girl, but it's important to try new things that you normally wouldn't, because tastes and opinions can change over time. You can't assume you're gonna have the same taste and opinions as you did when you first started riding, or else I would still be stuck on that Suzuki Boulevard. I don't know if I'd recommend this as your first motorcycle just as the cost, but if you're a new rider, this is a great option. It gives you the ability to go fast, take it on the highway, without feeling like you're just taking this bike to its absolute limit. Like, I'm pushing this bike pretty hard and I still feel like it's got a little more in it. I know when I feel like I'm hitting my limit on my Harley, that's its limit. It ain't going faster after that. Once I hit the speed wobbles, I'm done. It's time to slow down. And I feel like once I hit pretty fast on this, it's still got more to it. I feel like there's probably a sex joke in there somewhere, but I'll let you guys fill in the blanks. I feel like based off of how the motorcycle looks alone, I was super judgmental about how it was gonna ride and handle, but I think I just might be biased towards a cruiser style motorcycle. But after taking this around for a spin, I can say I actually really like it and that it handles really well. Always under the assumption that I couldn't afford a Triumph. But turns out this one's actually a lot cheaper than the Harley, at least when it comes to brand new off the showroom floor. However, a 2024 motorcycle is not a cost I can take on, so I think I'm going to be returning this motorcycle back to Berts. Damn! She looks like a baddie! Do I look like that?
What's the verdict?
I'm a judgy bitch. No, I mean, it's cooler than I thought.
Cooler than you thought.
Yeah. But I was being a judgy bitch. That's why it's important to try new things. Or even things you've tried before, because you could have been being a judgy bitch the first time.
You have tried this before, but it's been a long time.
Not a 975. I don't think I've ever tried this bike. But I can say I've never met a Sportster that I don't like. Where's the key on this f***ing thing? Wait, so I don't need a key? I just touch it? Oh. Oh, she angry! Wow, this is different. It's been a minute since I got off a bike and then just hopped on one that was 100% different. Oh my god, it's got all the fancy gadgets. I love when I can control my music on the handlebars. That shit is so f***ing cool. I love that it's just built in. It doesn't have this giant screen. I don't know if other people like that, but I hate it when it looks like there's a iPad on my handlebars. You know, based off first impressions, I kind of like the Triumph better, which is not what I thought was gonna happen. I feel like comparing these two motorcycles is like comparing boyfriends. Just don't do it. They're not the same. They serve different purposes. They look and they handle different. The only similarity is it's the cheapest, newest thing I can find. Just don't tell them I said that. It's got modes? Oh, hell yeah. Oh my god, it's got handlebar warmers. It's got cruise control. Never have I seen a Sportster with a cruise control. All right, that's why this bike is more expensive. This got all the things. All the things. How many more things it got? It's got a home button. It'll just take you home. These auto-driving vehicles are getting a little insane. I can obviously fit on this motorcycle a lot better. It's way more my size. I feel comfortable touching the ground. It's not super heavy. Not that the Triumph was super heavy either, but I was absolutely on my tiptoes. Sportster had risers on it. It would be perfect for me. Oh, look at that dog. It also lets you throw that ass in a circle. It's really kind of shocked me that the lowest CCs that Harley Davidson offers for their new 2024 bikes is 975. Like, I feel like that's kind of a lot. When other motorcycle brands go so much smaller, the engagement zone is kind of weird. Like, I feel like I have to give it a lot of throttle to get this thing to move. But once it does, yo, this shit moves. Ooh, that's a nice Sportster. I like that Sportster. That looks like my old Sportster. But I thought you weren't supposed to use the kill switch to turn it off. Yeah, we know you love the truck.
Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. We are going to be meeting up at the Dirty Shame in Ybor City to do a ride to Berts Barracuda on Saturday, September the 28th, and for a very special release. I don't actually know how much has and hasn't been said, so I'm just not going to say anything, and I'll hopefully see you guys there. Right now, Josh and I are in Portland, Oregon, and we are doing some dumb hood rat shit, but that is some stuff for another episode, so I'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye-bye!
Ooh, that's a nice Sportster. I like that Sportster. That looks like my old Sportster.